From now on, forget everything you know about traditional egg boiling. A lot of folks think you just drop the eggs into water and that's it. But that's exactly what causes the eggs to crack, the yolks to dry out, and makes peeling a real pain. Today, I'm going to share with you the secret to boiling eggs like a pro. The eggs will come out tender and fresh, the yolks perfectly cooked without being dry, and best of all, the shells will peel off effortlessly with just a light tap. Let's get started. First tip, prepare 3 fresh chicken eggs. Place a non-stick pan on the stove, and instead of using cooking oil or butter like the usual way of frying eggs, add a small amount of water to the pan, just enough to cover a thin layer on the bottom. Replacing oil with water helps reduce the fat content in the dish, making it healthier, especially suitable for older adults or those on a diet wanting to limit oil and fat. When the water in the pan begins to gently simmer, carefully crack each egg into the pan, making sure the yolks don't break and that the eggs don't stick to each other. Cover the pan with a lid and cook for about 1 minute so the eggs cook evenly with steam. This method keeps the whites and yolks soft without drying out or burning the edges like frying in oil. When the time is up, open the lid and gently take the eggs out onto a plate using a spatula or spoon. The result is soft-cooked eggs without oil, preserving their natural flavor and being healthy. You can eat them with bread, vegetables, or salad for a quick, tasty, and nutritious breakfast. The second tip is very simple. First, prepare a small pot of water and place it on the stove. Boil the water, then reduce the heat to low to keep the water at a gentle simmer. While waiting for the water to reach the right temperature, prepare a stainless steel strainer with a handle, the kind usually used for filtering food. When the water is hot enough, place the strainer into the pot so that the bottom of the strainer is submerged in the water, the handle resting on the edge of the pot to keep it stable. Next, crack an egg into a small bowl to check it. Then gently pour the egg into the strainer. At this point, the egg white will slowly surround the yolk and begin to solidify thanks to the stable water temperature. Keep it like this and poach the egg for about 1 to 2 minutes if you want soft-boiled eggs, with the yolk still soft and slightly runny when cut. If you want the egg more cooked, you can leave it for about 2 to 3 more minutes. During the poaching process, do not stir the water or move the strainer to avoid breaking the egg. After enough time, gently lift the strainer out of the pot, drain for a few seconds, then transfer the egg onto a plate or place it on the dish you are preparing. The method of poaching eggs using a strainer helps keep the egg round and beautiful in shape. The egg white evenly surrounds, not spreading like when poached directly in the pot. This is a simple, easy-to-do method, suitable for eating with bread, ramen noodles, hot rice, or salad, both delicious, nutritious, and nicely presented. Next, I will share with you the third tip. Prepare a large bowl. Add 150 milliliters of clean water and 150 milliliters of white vinegar. Then, crack each egg into the bowl, depending on the number of eggs you want to process. Soak the eggs in the mixture of water and vinegar for about 10 minutes. Soaking the eggs first helps the egg whites to form. Limit breakage when poaching and keep a nice shape when cooking. But do not soak for too long to avoid the eggs being soaked in vinegar losing their natural flavor. While waiting for the eggs to soak, prepare a pot of water and boil it on medium heat until the water is near boiling, about 90 degrees Celsius, meaning the water begins to have small bubbles but is not boiling vigorously. Water at this temperature will help the eggs cook evenly without the egg whites spreading or breaking. When the water reaches the suitable temperature, use a ladle or large spoon to gently scoop each egg and drop it into the pot. Note not to let the water boil strongly, because the swirling water can break the yolk or deform the egg. Poach the eggs for about 1 minute, then use a ladle to scoop the eggs onto a plate. That is how you complete the soft-boiled poached eggs, with soft egg white surrounding the rich yolk, very suitable to eat with bread, salad, or ramen noodles. This is a simple but refined dish, both delicious and good for health. Now it's time for the fourth tip. You will be surprised. Prepare a pot of clean water and place it on the stove. Then, add 1 spoon of salt into the pot. Stir well until the salt dissolves completely. Adding salt to the water helps increase the boiling temperature and reduces the cracking of the eggshell during boiling. Next, use a small needle or a specialized egg-piercing tool to gently poke 1 to 2 small holes at the large end of each egg. This is where the air sac is located. When heated, the air inside will expand. This helps the air escape, prevents the eggshell from cracking, and also helps the egg peel more easily after boiling. Then gently drop the eggs into the boiling salted water and continue boiling for about 5 to 6 minutes to get soft-boiled eggs with slightly runny yolks, not overcooked. When the eggs reach the desired doneness, immediately scoop the eggs out and drop them into a bowl of cold water that has been prepared. Quickly cooling the eggs with cold water will immediately stop the cooking process. With just a few gentle movements, the eggshell will peel off without breaking or scratching. Very convenient and satisfying. Now, let's see. The egg white is perfectly smooth. It looks really appealing. Everyone wants to taste it right away. Don't take your eyes off. The next tip will help you save a lot of time. To peel boiled eggs quickly and easily, you only need to prepare a food container with a lid. First, put the boiled eggs into the container. Then, pour some clean water into the container, close the lid tightly, and shake vigorously about 5 to 6 times. Thanks to the light impact between the eggs and the container walls, the shell will naturally crack and peel away from the egg white. At this point, you just need to peel gently with your hands, and the shell will slide off very easily without taking as much time as the usual peeling method. This method is especially effective with soft-boiled eggs or eggs that are tightly stuck to their shells, helping save time and keep the egg's shape intact after peeling. Hopefully, these little tips will help you feel more confident when preparing egg dishes every day. Try applying them and feel the difference. The eggs will be more delicious and more visually appealing than ever. If you find this video useful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss other interesting tips. Wishing you always enjoy the joy of cooking and savoring wonderful dishes. Goodbye, and see you in the next video.